Alert day continues this afternoon. A recent heavy rainfall could cause flooding in southern Wisconsin, plus hundreds remain missing as crews continue to survey wildfire damage in Maui. How you can help those affected by the disaster. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Haim. An alert day continues today for possible flooding due to the heavy rainfall. More incidents like this could be possible throughout the day. This happened in Middleton this morning. Two trees fell on opposite sides of each other on Middleton Springs Drive. One was blocking the road. The other fell into a parking lot of an apartment building in the area. Luckily, there were not any reports of injuries. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart joins us now with more on our alert day. Greg?
Yeah, we just got the flooding still is possible, although that area is starting to shift east of Madison. It really is going to be the low-lying and poor drainage areas that are going to see most of the problems right now. Not really seeing much of a flash flood threat anymore really for the area, but something we'll keep an eye on this afternoon. Overall, the flood watch continued to 11 p.m. for basically Dane County eastward, and that's really going to be the focus as you go into southeastern Wisconsin this afternoon and tonight, although we'll still precipitation. Overall, the last 12 hours, not 48 hours, last 12 hours, we've seen a nice swath of 2 to 3 and a little over 3, basically from Dubuque all the way just near to Watertown, up and down that area. We're starting to see a little bit more now towards northeast of Janesville. That's going to be the area that we're really going to be watching as it goes further east. Everyone to the west is just seeing scattered showers, thunderstorms. You can see kind of that main line has pushed east, but we're going to see more redevelopment as the low begins to get closer to us. But overall, the steadier rainfall that we saw earlier has started to push east, and that's the good news, but it still will be a cloudy and showery day. Temperatures holding steady in the 60s, more fall-like. Rivers and creeks, we've got to keep a little eye on that, but so far nothing to speak of right now. Some small rises probably in some of the smaller creeks with the amount of rain, but don't expect anything significant. There's the big spin right there going in Iowa, really wrapped up system. It's beginning to push southeastward. So like I said, we'll see off and off showers this afternoon, but the steadier rainfall really has just pushed east of the area. So out of the day, we might even see a break in the sun in some areas, but we'll see more showers even throughout the evening and thunderstorms. Once again, brief heavy rain is possible, but steadier rain is not. And that one, I don't know where that one picture came up to. But anyway, we'll come up later in the broadcast. We'll break down how dry it's going to be Tuesday and whether we'll see maybe 90s coming up this weekend, a bit later in the broadcast.
Well, we needed the rain.
Need the rain. We got it. We might get a little more this week, but 90s maybe come back.
Yeah.
August's not over.
Summer's still here.
Exactly.
Greg, thank you. New at noon, a man has been arrested in connection with one of the fatal crashes that happened along West Washington Avenue last week. The crash happened just after 9 last Wednesday night near West Washington and South Park Street. 2 people were taken to the hospitals where one later died. The man has not been formally charged, but is facing tentative charges of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. A Fenimore man was arrested in Grant County after officials caught him driving without a license for the 16th time. A deputy stopped the man just after 9 last Friday morning after officials say the deputy recognized him. A license check found the 44-year-old's driver's status was revoked, and he's had 15 prior revocation convictions. The man was arrested and now facing tentative charges, including failure to install an ignition interlock device and not having insurance. Current Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes will not be Chicago's next police superintendent. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson announced yesterday that Larry Snelling will take on the role. We have been waiting for the announcement since Barnes was named one of 3 finalists for the job a month ago. Barnes has served as Madison's chief of police since early 2021. Before that, he worked for Chicago's Civilian Office of Police Accountability. Just hours after the news broke, Chief Barnes released a statement saying, quote, "I feel blessed to work for the Madison Police Department. These feelings never changed, even as I apply for the superintendent position in Chicago. During this process, I continued to work with our department on proactive policing and community outreach." And today, Madison Mayor Sacha Rose Conway released a statement saying, in part, that she's glad that Chief Barnes is staying, and he will continue to be an asset to Madison as the city focuses on issues of concern and advanced community safety. The death toll from last week's deadly wildfires on the Hawaiian island of Maui climbed to 96 people over the weekend. Hundreds of people remain missing and thousands have been displaced. Jessica Cartalia tells us the wildfires are now 85% contained.
Firefighters on Maui sprayed water on hotspots as they try to contain what remains of the wildfires. National Guard teams with cadaver dogs are helping in the door-to-door search in devastated Lahaina for victims, while hundreds remain missing.
I'm still looking for friends and close family.
The state's governor warns hundreds of bodies may still be found.
We'll find 10 to 20 people per day probably until they finish.
Maui's response is now under investigation. Hawaii has confirmed that the sirens never went off, and the governor says there wasn't much that they could do besides getting people out of harm's way as quickly as possible.
When you see mostly fatalities and very few injuries, that tells you it was a natural disaster. Like if you put a fire truck in the way of the flames that were coming through at 1,000 miles an hour, the fire truck would have been incinerated in addition to the people.
Supplies are being distributed to the thousands of people who are now displaced.
Right behind me, the fire had circled around.
Lahaina resident Craig Bradley captured this video of the fire as he fled his home.
With just ash and red embers hitting everything. I throw my last, thing in the car. I get in, I'm escaping, and two friends are on a motorcycle that won't start, and they're right there. We're gonna get in your car, okay? I was like, yeah.
He says for him and his friends, sharing the trauma is therapeutic, knowing they are not alone. Jessica Cartalia, CBS News, Maui.
And officials estimate the recovery will cost more than $5 billion. Hawaiian officials say this is the deadliest natural disaster the state has ever experienced. If you'd like to help people affected by the fires, get in touch with the Red Cross. You can donate by phone by calling 1-800-HELP-NOW or the number on your screen. For more ways to donate, look for this story on channel3000.com. To Georgia now, where former President Trump could face another indictment as soon as this week. Prosecutors in Fulton County are wrapping up their investigation into any alleged election interference there by Trump and his allies in 2020. CBS News has learned several witnesses have been subpoenaed to appear before the grand jury, including former Georgia Republican Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, who plans to testify tomorrow. Michael Moore is a former U.S. attorney and believes the Fulton County District Attorney could go further with racketeering charges against the former president and his allies.
It really allows her to talk about, as a prosecutor, everybody's dirty laundry and everybody's dirty conduct, and not just the dirty laundry maybe that the former president may have in his hamper right now.
Now, if former president is charged and convicted in Fulton County and then elected, he would not be able to pardon himself, since this would be a state case rather than a federal one. President Biden will be in Milwaukee tomorrow. The president will visit the city to talk about his economic plan to grow the economy, quote, from the middle out and bottom up. The visit comes just a week ahead of the first Republican primary debate that'll also take place in Milwaukee. It also follows Vice President Kamala Harris's stop in southeastern Wisconsin a week and a half ago. Harris talked about broadband expansion, touting the administration's billion-dollar investment to expand high-speed internet in the state. It's Black Restaurant Week here in Madison, in the Madison area. The event highlights black entrepreneurs in the restaurant business and beyond. Through the 20th of this month, you can experience specials and features from more than 35 black-owned restaurants, food carts, and caterers. But this isn't just about food. It's more than that. It's participating entrepreneur Will Green's pizza business also serves as a youth engagement nonprofit. His restaurant and nonprofit are in honor of his mother.
It was a mission after the loss of my mom. She passed from breast cancer. Her name was Muriel Pipkins. So I took the M and the P and I created Mentoring Positive.
You can check out Green's business, Muriel's Place, and others throughout the week. On the event's final day, a Restaurant Week Jamboree will be taking place at Feed Kitchens on North Sherman Avenue. For more information about participating restaurants and the week in general, head to the Madison Black Chamber of Commerce's website. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Barbie continues to roll at the box office, and Nestle recalls some of its cookie dough. That's coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that feels up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are just $83 per month when you use Steinhafels' 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com, your sleep solution destination. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
In a Leisure Concept swim and place pool, you can also walk, jog, exercise, float around, play with the kids, anything you can do in a big pool, but this one has swim jets, temperature control, is super insulated, and you can use it year-round. These are made right in Iowa and take only a week or 2 to get. What a great, fun, low-impact way to stay healthy. Get to Leisure Concept's awesome showroom on Madison's Beltline at the Park Street exit and see one in person.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
U.S. Steel Corporation has rejected a $7 billion buyout proposal from rival Cleveland Cliffs. In a statement announcing its offer, Cleveland Cliffs says the Pittsburgh-based company found its acquisition bid, quote, unreasonable. U.S. Steel says it is reviewing alternatives after receiving multiple unsolicited offers. Nestle USA is recalling batches of its Toll House chocolate chip cookie dough break and bake bar over concerns the products could contain fragments of wood. The recalled products were produced April 24th and 25th. So far, no illnesses have been reported, and the recall affects no other Nestle Toll House products. Consumers should return the dough bars to the store they purchased them from for a replacement or a refund. And Barbie continues to rule the box office, earning more than $33 million to retain the #1 spot for the 4th week in a row. The film has already surpassed the $1 billion mark. Oppenheimer returned to the #2 spot, raking in $18 million, followed by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem with more than $15 million domestically. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrial is down almost 4 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 89. The S&P 500 up 12 3/4. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Well, Amazon is trying to crack down on workers who don't go into the office enough. Some U.S.-based employees recently received an email warning them that their in-person attendance is being tracked. The company's return to office policy requires workers to report to an office at least 3 days a week. Tech giants led the way on adapting remote work policies at the outset of the pandemic, but now many are leading a charge in the opposite direction. Up next, we have today's egg prices, plus Greg takes a look at the complete forecast. And then today on Live at 4, we're going behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in what could be Madison's unofficial vehicle, the Subaru Crosstrek. That's coming up at 4.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture, ETC.
Get 11% off your flooring project now at Menards. Start your renovations with Great Lakes vinyl plank flooring. It's durable, waterproof, and features an attached pad for added comfort and noise reduction. Heritage vinyl plank is $329 per square foot after rebate. You can also check out our great selection of Shaw carpet. Brilliant Splash carpet adds comfort and warmth to your floors. Right now, only 99 cents per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Why did you switch? With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile? It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Vanessa Williams keeps things in perspective. You just celebrated a birthday?
It's a privilege. The older you get, the less you care about what everybody else has to say.
I love that.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
The Big Red Bus is steering kids toward a love of reading.
Tomorrow, Josh is in the 608 with a new event that'll share ways you can support the Madison Reading Project.
And after all the rain, it looks like we will be heating up into the upcoming weekend. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today. She's on a farm tour at Yellowstone National Park. So here are your farm members. Well, penguins are the stars of movies and documentaries, but scientists are raising the alarm about the threats facing the flightless birds, including climate change and people's bad habits. Ian Lee tells us one organization is trying to make a difference, one penguin at a time.
This day is cause for celebration as 15 penguins waddle back into the wild off the coast of Argentina. Months ago, they entered a rehabilitation center in pretty bad shape. They were malnourished, dehydrated, hypothermic, and parasitic. Some were even exposed to oil and had eaten plastic, says Sergio Rodriguez, a biologist at the center. Veterinarians took the penguins under their wing, cleaning and feeding them while restoring them to health. But they swim off into an uncertain world. Climate change threatens to destroy their habitat, while overfishing risks starving the flightless birds. Scientists warn all of this could lead to their extinction. Because of all the known birds, penguins are the slowest to adapt and evolve. Centers like this can only do so much. All these afflictions are directly or indirectly caused by humans. We can try to save them here, but it's up to the global community to save the environment and the planet, he says. Coming together so the penguins can march on. Ian Lee, CBS News.
And scientists also warn the iconic emperor penguins are at severe risk of extinction by around 2060 as they need solid ice in Antarctica to nest their fledgling chicks. A wet and rainy start to the work week. Let's check back with Greg with the complete forecast.
Yeah, kind of what we wanted to have with the rainfall that we're lacking, so we definitely could use it, and we got it. So really the thunderstorms and showers should end really tonight. Further west areas probably earlier. We still have a shower or thunderstorm chance Wednesday, and even next week when we get more of the humidity coming in, we could have some chances, but that's pretty far out right now. The good news with the temperatures after today's 60s will be 70s to low 80s off and on through basically Friday. The warmth and the hot, humid conditions probably come in this weekend, and it looks like at least through the first half of next weekend they'll be sticking around here. Really, if you look at the big picture, this low is beginning to spin away. Eventually by tonight it will. Basically upstream, we're not seeing really anything of a note. We're going to keep an eye on the one that I mentioned for Wednesday. It's going to be coming digging south towards us by the time we get to Tuesday, and then approachly, bringing a front through around the time of Wednesday night, early Thursday. That has probability for some showers and thunderstorms, maybe strong ones, but the best shot for right now, strong to severe, looks to be north, but that's the next opportunity for rainfall. It won't be anything like we've seen today. For the rest of the afternoon, we're not seeing much in the way to southwest Wisconsin, hit and miss. A lot of it's Madison to eastward, so maybe up to another quarter to half for Madison. You get towards Milwaukee, they could see upwards to 1 to 2, even more. Definitely that's the area of concern right now is further east, but we still could pick up, like I said, a lot of areas a quarter, maybe a half if you get under one of the heavier thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts for Wednesday, that's much less. I think better shot will be up to the north, but still we could get maybe another quarter of an inch. Once again, that could be strong to severe up to the north. We'll see if that actually does change. There's your severe threat. We could see a stronger cell as you get thunderstorm towards northern Illinois today, towards Chicago, maybe up into near the border. We'll keep an eye on that too, but it's just a marginal risk at the best. But something if we do get some sunlight. There's your severe threat I mentioned for Wednesday. Looks like it'll be further to the north, but it's coming through the nighttime hours in the area, so that will kind of reduce the threat. We'll see if that changes, but that's your severe threat coming through Wednesday. Overall, a lot of showers and thunderstorms you see really scattered in nature towards southwest, more concentrated as you go further east. By the time we get to 5 p.m., a lot of it shifts southward of Madison or east. Areas will start seeing a little bit of clearing sky, but the showers will not really end or persist until about 8 to 9 southwest Wisconsin, probably closer to midnight for Madison eastward. We'll start clearing out towards the morning. We might have a little bit of patchy fog up to the north, but I think cloud cover may keep that from forming too much as we get into your Monday morning. Back into the upper 50s, a little bit cooler up to the north. You see upper 40s near Black Hawk, Black River Falls, and Sparta. Tomorrow, northerly winds will be kind of breezy, but they'll start dying down in the morning. Basically, it'll end up being a pretty pleasant, almost fall-like day, mid-70s with the northwest wind, no precipitation, light cloud cover. So it should be a good Tuesday. It just will be kind of unreal. For the extended, here's your 8 to 14. Definitely the heat's going to be coming back. There's a little bit of uncertainty how warm we'll get, so the excessive heat looks to stay to the south right now for that time frame, kind of where it's been all summer long to the south. But we'll see this. It is getting closer to us, but we definitely, if you look in the 7 to 10 day forecast, you'll see we're going to hit the 90 probably at least a couple times, maybe this weekend, and possibly next week too, depends on how this all plays out. But it's definitely the humidity is going to come back. The ground's all wet, so that dew point will get high next week, and maybe some thunderstorm chances too. So we got the rain, we got the cool conditions, but we're going to come back to summer a little bit here.
Enjoy the coolness while you can.
Exactly, but we're getting to September here pretty soon.
Yeah,
so
it's getting close.
Yeah,
all right, Greg, thank you. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today we've got a dish that will earn you a standing ovation every time you serve it. So you better get ready for all that attention.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At USA Insulation, we fix hot homes. Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
No, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
I remember when I was a kid, there was nothing like a good old-fashioned tuna melt. And it's funny, after all these years, I still love them. There's something about them that makes them so comforting. So I thought it would be fun if we came up with a dish that has everything we love in a tuna melt in the form of a casserole. We start off by cooking some corkscrew pasta, and once it's tender, we drain it really well. While that cools slightly, we add some flour and a little salt and pepper to some melted butter. After that cooks for a minute or so, we slowly stir in some milk and let it simmer until it thickens up. Now, we turn off the heat, stir in a good amount of shredded Swiss cheese, and once it's smooth, we add that along with some canned tuna that we've drained to our pasta and mix it until it's coated. This goes into a baking dish, and we finish it off with some sliced tomatoes and a bit more cheese before baking it off. Once it's bubbling hot and the cheese is all melty, it's ready to serve. Yep, everything we love in a tuna melt, but in the convenience of a casserole. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our tuna melt casserole, so you'll be able to add a new comforting main dish to your dinner lineup. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a easier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Greg now. One final check your forecast.
Yeah, we still got the alert day conditions for the flooding potential, and that's really for low-lying areas and poor drainage, and really Dane County and eastward is what the concern is towards Milwaukee area. Radar says all that activity, really the band is pushed east. We're going to see more development to the west of Dane County, but it's not going to be as widespread, indicated by future track. You can see that. It starts shifting south. We could have a stronger storm or two as you go towards the Illinois border, something we'll keep an eye on. Otherwise, dry Tuesday. We have a rain chance Wednesday. But the big note going to the next week and the week after is the 90s are coming back, and the humidity also is coming there.
All right. Nice while it lasted, I guess. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.